Hi, Anna Grace here. Let me walk you through the process of how I turned interviews into biographical fiction. Now, I wasn't quite sure what biographical fiction actually was, but I knew I wanted to write a story about my granddad's life growing up in the 1930s. So I knew I needed lots of interviews, extensive interviews. And that's when I realized I would be writing a biographical novel. So I sat down with my granddad, and for weeks upon weeks, I interviewed him. When I hit the 21-page mark, I realized I needed to categorize these interviews or I was going to get lost. So I categorized all of these interviews into categories like his jobs, the chores he had at different ages, the way they bartered, the prices of things back in the 1930s. And while I was categorizing, I started a secondary list. I wrote down all the people that he mentioned, all the places that were in his stories, and I even started a glossary of the old fashioned terms he used. Once I had the categories and the lists prepared, which was also very extensive and time consuming, I began a third list. And this third list was a list of my chapter heading ideas. So I would type out chapter one and give a pithy title that had to do with the main element of that chapter. Out beside it, I would write the people that were going to be involved in this story and the places. I came up with about 14 chapter headings of all the important key stories that I wanted to introduce to my readers. So after that, I was ready to start writing chapter one. So that's how I turned interviews into biographical fiction. Until next time.